Okay. All right. So today, welcome to Sandy and Karen. We are going to take a few moments and talk about some of the changes to Google Workspace. And we've noticed some things as we go about our daily tasks, and we thought that maybe we could highlight some of the changes so that you find, our viewers, our listeners might find something helpful. So welcome. I'm Karen Jackson, and my co-host is
Sandy Bansell.
Hello, Sandy. It's good to talk to you.
Hi, Karen. It's always good to talk to you. So this week we're doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't got a special guest on. We thought we'd give our guests a break.
Yes. It was time. Well, we just had our 6-month review, so this is a good time to reevaluate and start some new things.
Yay.
Yes. So what have you got? What do you want to talk about?
So I thought, as we are both Google educators, we do a lot of Google training in our workplaces as well. So I thought we could talk about Google Drive and Google Docs. So, because I think those are most used everywhere.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
Okay. All right. So let's go over to Drive.
Yeah.
And see what we could find. Are you going to share your screen or no?
Okay. I was going to talk.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you want to talk about first about Drive? I mean, specifically.
Well, Drive, how I try and explain it, especially with the, I think the ones who were born before 2000, the Drive is like a filing cabinet. And with the filing cabinet, you have folders. And within the folders, you have work or patient details or etc. So this is how I get everyone to think about what the Drive is.
Yes.
And I think if anyone, and we do have some very young listeners, and explaining to them, then the Drive is like your closet, where you probably have organized where your tops are and your dresses or your trousers. So it's organizing. So I try and make it visual and understand what the Google Drive is. Because what I have seen is everyone just creates documents and never puts them inside a folder, which is like a very messy bedroom.
Okay.
So
that's good. Okay. So let's just look at the very basics of what a Drive looks like. And I'm going to share my Drive just because part of it is really a hot mess, but part of it is sort of organized. So let's see if I can do this. I'm going to share my screen.
So those who are listening, you can also go onto our YouTube channel, which is Chat with Sandy and Karen, and you can see the Drive and all the visuals we have there.
Right. Okay. So here is, I'm going to slide this over a little bit. This is what I see when I first open my Drive. And I have multiple folders. And what's the first thing you notice? Asking you when you look at this, and be honest.
What do I see? Well, first of all, I can see you are organized. Right at the top, the most recent documents you use are at the top. So the quick access to the documents. which I think is very good because quick access, you're going to use that more often.
Right.
You don't have to find it.
Yeah. And to get to quick access, you go to settings over here, the gear, and click on settings. And down here, I believe it's make relevant files handy when you need them in quick access.
Yeah.
So basically, it's the first screen that pops up when you open your settings, and it's at the bottom. And there are different ways. Now, this is just settings in my drive. So it's the gear that I see at the top right when I open up my drive. Okay.
I think a lot of people forget that there are settings in there.
Right.
It's really good to see the settings tab and see what's available, what they can do.
Okay. So, by the way, speaking of other settings, these are just the general settings, starting from the bottom going up. I have it set for cozy, which is kind of the mid. Well, let me just show you what compact looks like. When I click done and then refresh my screen, the boxes are smaller here. The files, I call them boxes, but they're really the files or the openings, and everything is more compact. And you can, so for people who just visually, if you like things spread out or if you need them, here's comfortable. And then refresh my screen. So do you notice how everything's bigger? The text is bigger, and now I just have two of the boxes, and I can scroll back and forth because right now my screen is reduced in size. It's not maximized. Okay. So one other thing I like to do is, you'll notice the colors. You can right click on your folder and you can change the color. I had one year where I thought, well, okay, this year's folders, everything I'm going to make is red. So that for me, when if I know, because sometimes I wanted current information and things I'm currently using, and I was kind of doing an experiment to see actually what I used, what got used a lot. So I changed everything from 2019 to red. And then the next year, everything would be blue. So I'll know, oh, did I use that last year? It's probably in that red folder. So I kind of did that. But if you want to do subject areas or any other organization technique that you want to use, you can. Also, I just love to right click. Don't you love to right click?
Always.
When you right click on here, you can do just about everything you possibly need to do. I can open with other apps that I have. I can share that whole folder with people. I can get the link to share if I want to send it to someone. I can show the folder location, which I am so glad that's there because sometimes I don't remember where I save stuff. And I may put it in my professional learning or maybe my employment or something like that, a folder like that. I can add another shortcut to Drive. This one has always puzzled me, but maybe I don't know. I'm looking at my Drive, but why would I want to add another shortcut? Am I reading it wrong?
No, I think we've done that.
I do that when someone shared something with me.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it means.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, if this is a shared with me or something like
Yeah.
that. Also, I love the move to feature where if I want to reorganize things and put folders within folders, kind of the inception button right here. I can have starred things that another way I used this is if on a certain day I was going to emphasize something with students, I would add it to starred and I would keep my starred starred items very special, just for that day. And at the end of the day, I would take the star away. So that way I have a place to find things. See, here's that starred area. So if I click on that, it shows you all the stuff I've added to the starred list. Now, as times have changed, I use that differently. How do you use your star? Do you use that in your drive?
I do. And again, the same thing. If I important, I think, folders or files that I know I'm going to visit or they're important, they are starred.
Yes. And of course, renaming folders is a wonderful thing to do, and very easy with just the right click, and you can change. But also, this one is really excellent. So I could search within just that folder. Have you ever searched for something in your drive and then you got all kinds of documents and stuff from
Yeah.
in different folders and that people have shared to you and stuff? I don't even know how they got there.
Mm.
But so I love to be able to pinpoint where I'm searching, and then also view the details of that folder. And the details are in this window that pops up on the right hand side of your drive. And then you can say, okay, it's located. Here it is. It's in my drive. And this is where, if it's nested, it'll say in drive, in professional writing, in something else, in something else. And then last time I modified it, last time I opened it, and when it was created. So all those things, all that information is right there. And to close that, you just click on the X, and now we're back to our regular drive view. So that's basically the right click. And I think the thing that's changed with the workspace, as opposed to Google Suite for Education, is the searching within an individual folder. That looks different. Anything else you'd like to add?
On the right click
Yeah,
folder.
yeah, or drive or anything. Oh, downloading, I guess.
The other thing you can do is drag and drop. So where you've got my drive in the arrow, if you do that and you realize that you need to move files or folders, you can drag what's on the main screen into where you want them to go.
Yeah, that
So
is nice.
so that's what's really good as well. So it's not just fixed on the right click, you can drag and drop.
Now, Sandy, do you mostly use a Mac?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm working on a PC here. Does it, it works so far, everything has worked the same, correct?
Yes, I think the good thing about Google Apps is it's all online. So it doesn't matter what operating system you're using, it all works the same.
Right. Okay. All right. So go ahead.
View. I think you can get different types of view. You've got the list view and then you've got the grid view.
Yes, let me drag this a little bit.
So it's on the top right-hand corner.
There we go. Now we can see it. Okay, so top right-hand corner, this one here.
Yeah.
This is list. Now this is, I'm looking at list view, but now I clicked on grid view.
So it helps. So for example, if you've got pictures.
Yes.
Or you've got loads of files within a folder. It's so much easier to have a visual, like you've got the podcast schedule, you
Right.
just
Right.
and you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And also these three vertical buttons, they're called, it's the More Actions button. And this is similar to the right click, except not as extensive, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Trash can, of course, you can remove that file, whatever's highlighted, you can remove. And then also the sharing.
So you got
the share window.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just traditional. It looks the same. I haven't noticed any changes here. You can change the rules of how you want to share that folder. And also, let me point something out here. I've never noticed this one before. Send feedback to Google.
Yeah.
Actually, a human being does look at the feedback, and I can choose to include the screenshot that I'm looking at, and then I can type in my message. If I want feedback, if you want to request a feature, or if something uh, you like about it, or something like that, a human being actually looks at that. So that's what I like about the send feedback.
Which is really nice because I think Google community, Google tools have all grown
Mm,
because we have been able to give feedback. We are the real users.
right, right. And yeah, you're kind of a test case.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And another thing, I like these icons and the add-ons that you can add to Drive from your just right here from your Drive. And
Yeah.
this will you can hide the side panel or make it pop out. It depends on how you want to, how much space, how much land, how much real estate you have in your Drive at the time. So, and I'm using a PC, so I'm using a computer screen, which is obviously much wider than a phone would be. But I think that's all for now with Drive. How do you feel?
Yeah. Um, I think everything else is the same. How to upload files, upload folders, and
Mm,
then how to create certain documents. I think the new thing or two new things you can see where it says more,
mhm.
you can create Google app scripts
Oh, let's look
and
at that.
you can have your Google Jamboard. So as an educator, I could go into my folder for a particular class and I can have the Jamboards ready.
Oh, show
Right.
me how to do that. Show me how to do that.
Okay, so when you go into new,
Okay.
click on more,
Okay.
and then you should have
Oh, there it is. Google
Google.
Apps script. Wow. Look at that. And then I
Yeah,
have Jamboard and everything.
yeah,
Very cool. Connect more apps. And so remember down there at the bottom, there was a plus sign that said connect more on the
yeah,
right. This is the same kind, this leads to the same place. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And this takes us to the Google Workspace Marketplace.
yeah.
And this is where you find all the little icons on the side here, and then everything under more from your new button as well. So let me show that again. If you're using the new button, more, and then I have a bunch of stuff here because for a while I was like a kid in a candy store. Oh, I need this, I need this, I need more of these, I need so many apps. And then I kind of got distracted. So I was a little bit distractible. Anyway, so just like I am now. New, more, and then connect more apps. And that opens this. So this is really awesome. And then that one will get you to the same place. So there we go. I just let, and I'm not going to look at it because I'll just go, ooh, look at this. Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to stop my screen. There we go. Okay. Well, we have been recording for almost 20 minutes.
Okay.
You think that's enough? All right. Yay. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. And I just really enjoy these times learning. And next time, why don't we talk about Chrome or something?
Yes. Well, we can. I think would be nice as we are coming to the end of the year.
Mm,
but there's more teachers coming into more digital learning, maybe.
right.
So we can talk about docs and sheets, and maybe we can do a little bit of app scripts.
Oh, yes. I need practice. I need to learn that, and that would be fabulous.
Oh, we're gonna rock, Karen.
Excellent. Well, thank you again, and have a fabulous day in Sweden, or well, evening, I guess. What time is it there?
It's coming up to 5:30 in the evening.
Oh, so you're about ready for supper. We have it's 10:23, so we're on route to brunch or lunch or something like that, maybe, or maybe just go for a walk. So I appreciate you, and high five.
Bye. Same here.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
um, and don't forget to subscribe to us on Twitter at Chat with SK1, and you'll find us on YouTube and Twitter, and we got a website. Just search for Chat with Sandy here. Thank you,
We
everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.